everyone. This is Future Flux. Many of you may know me as Fitz Optics. Who knows? But I just wanted to come back to YouTube with a little Storytime video. And this is about the first time I had, this isn't the very first time I smoked weed, but, this is the first time I smoked, my own weed. Not stuff I grew, but stuff, I bought by myself. So, yeah. So this happened on a day, a school day. I'm pretty sure it was a Tuesday, sometime in December. So what happened was, I got this plug from one of my friends. I'm not gonna say his name, but yeah, I got this plug from one of my friends. He was really sketchy, and he scammed my friend. So I never bought from him again, but yeah, this is my experience with it. So it was a school day, so I had I texted my mom, and I told her that I was feeling sick. Of course I wasn't, but I went home because my parents thought I was sick. So I went home and I hit up the plug, and he was like, "Alright, bro, I can come slide through in here about an hour." And he said, "What you want?" I said, "Can I get 2 blunts, pre-rolled blunts?" And he said, sure. So he texted me saying, at 30 minutes later, he said he was on the way. So, and of course, this was my first time buying, ever for myself. I was by myself, so I didn't want to give him my real address. So I gave him my neighbor's address. I know it sounds stupid, but I gave him my neighbor's address, and I waited in my neighbor's driveway for him to pull up and, deliver. So he texted me, he's like, 25 minutes later, he said, "Hey, I'm 5 minutes away, just be ready." And then, so, I was pretty scared, having a little bit of an anxiety attack because, first time ever buying from a plug for myself, I'm not, that big of a guy either, but, it's whatever. So, about 5 minutes later, the car pulls up, white car, and then, something I didn't expect. It really got me scared at first. It was a full car, and he was in the back seat, So he was in the back seat of this full car of people, and I didn't know any of these people but this plug. So, it went smooth. I got the 2 blunts, but also something that that scared me a lot was my neighbor had gotten home as soon as I went down to start waiting for him to pull up, and he didn't go inside. So, and he was just across the street, so he watched me this entire time buy drugs from this guy, and I got a little paranoid. I thought he was gonna call the cops or some shit. I don't know. So yeah. So I was a little bit excited. This was my first time having my own weed and stuff. So it got about to maybe 6 p.m. and then yeah, I just waited until my parents went to sleep, and they didn't go to sleep until 11. And that's when I went out. So as soon as it hit 11 p.m., I went out, and it was freezing cold, by the way. It was 30 degrees. And I went out. My plan was to smoke one of these blunts. And plus, at this point, I had no tolerance at all. I had just started smoking. So, because, this is my first time having weed. But, yeah. So I went outside and I started smoking it. I was on a call with a friend, and I started smoking it, and then it was all cool and everything. It went down really smoothly until I got about halfway through with the blunt, and I just couldn't. I couldn't take any more. I was already so fucked up and shit. It was bad. So I put it out about halfway through the blunt, and I started walking back. At this point, it's hard to walk straight back to my door to get inside my house. And so I got back inside, and it's it hit me as soon as I got inside. It felt like my vision was kind of lagging, frame rate, 20 frames per second or whatever. And then I was out, dude. I was tripping. I'd close my eyes, and I would see shit. It was crazy, And then it hit me. I started to feel terrible. I started laying down, and I just felt it. because I've had experiences with throwing up while smoking blunts before, and I'm surprised I didn't throw up at first this time, but yeah, you know what's coming. I got up out of bed, went to my window, and I was like, you know, fuck it. I can feel it coming. Might as well just get it over with. So I threw up, of course, and you know, I was just so fucked. I was laying there for about 5 to 10 minutes, just convincing myself that I had laced weed, and it just scared me. At the time, I didn't enjoy it that much, but like thinking back on it, it was amazing, dude. You know, it kind of scared me because I thought I was gonna die because I thought I had laced weed, and yeah, I did this the second night too, but it wasn't as extreme. But this is my very first time, you know, buying marijuana or whatever, for myself and smoking it for myself. Although I had already had 2 experiences where I've smoked, but that wasn't my weed, that wasn't my stuff, and that was with some other people, and this was alone with my own weed. You know, I just wanted to try it out, and I overall I really did enjoy it. So yeah, guys, that is my first experience, like smoking with my own stuff and just smoking by myself, you know. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I'll probably have more story times coming out soon because, you know, it's quarantine. I have nothing else to do. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.